There's a free movie app called Tubi, spelled Tubi, and there's a movie on there. It's called The Book of Daniel. And it explains the whole Book of Daniel in a way that I didn't even know. And I should have known these things. I know that Nebuchadnezzar lost his mind, but I just forgot. Or I just didn't know that he ended up admitting that the Almighty God is sovereign over all. And I didn't know that king who threw those 3 Hebrew boys in the fire, that he was tricked into doing so. I didn't realize that, even when I read the book. It's crazy. Y'all gotta watch that. I mean, what? What? There's also a movie on there called Greater. It's about a football player. I think his last name is Bullsworth. So I could have it wrong. It's a real story. He wasn't supposed to make it. He was a walk-on, but he made it. I'm not crazy about football. Football gets on my nerves. I've never been able to get into it. It's blech. I feel like people worship football more than they do God, and they worship sports more than they do God. But this movie was great. I love just, letting an app go and pick random movies, because you never know when you walk back in your room if you just might be caught off guard with a really great movie. I'm glad that I did that. That's where those football shows came up, or the movies, like that movie Greater, about a really good guy, and he had such faith in God. He'd get up early every morning and pray, and he worked hard, and he inspired so many people. And there's another movie on there about a football player. He ended up going blind because of an infection in his eyes, but he ended up still being able to play with the team. It was very inspiring, very awesome. And God made a way for him. He did. But then when the Book of Daniel movie came on, I selected that. That was not a movie that played by random. Man, it was better than I thought it would be. It was really good. For a free movie app, I mean, I couldn't have asked for more. That was really good. It just... For those of you who have ADD or ADHD as an adult, when it comes to movies about the Bible, as long as they're accurate, it is so helpful. It is so helpful. Because when you're reading and you're literally reading the words, but then it just doesn't process. But Maranatha. Watch the movies.